Hey guys, I'm Dr. Dan Sullivan and I teach the Jesus model of sales and influence. This model has helped me build multiple seven-figure businesses in different industries. And what I want to talk to you about today is the fourth pillar in the Jesus model, and that is this pillar of tone. Most people underestimate the power of tone. Most salespeople or communication coaches are not teaching or really even understand the power of tone. I didn't, but it turns out that Jesus did. And not a surprise to you believers. And for those of us that, subscribe to the fact that Jesus was the king, right? He was the King of Kings and he came down, God as a man, and he had the perfect tone. And so when he went into synagogues, flipped tables, it wasn't all like just, hugs and handshakes, and there was times when he would, Mary and Martha, story of that. Like there was times he would, the rich rulers, and he would have to have a stern tone, or don't trap me, pay Caesar what's Caesar's. So there were times he had different tones and they were perfect tones. So what you need to know as a salesperson or a conversion specialist, just anybody in business, if you're a professional, and you've got to communicate with people, even staff members, even your spouse, your kids, the tone is critical. And again, it's this invisible influence. So there are 5 tones. There's a confused tone, there's a challenging tone, there's a curious tone, there's a concerned tone, and there's a playful tone. You need to master curious and concerned first and foremost. We teach our clients how to master the art of tone. Most people don't think you teach this. We have learned how to teach this. Tone determines the intention behind what their brain is sensing. So if you walked into, picture this, you walk into a furniture store, right? Or a shoe store. I used to work at a shoe store. You walk into a shoe store, if somebody's all over you, you just sense the tone is for their agenda. Hey, what do you want? What do you need? What are you looking for? It's like, get off me, back off me. But if you walk in there like, hey, I'm here just looking, I'm sure you're just here looking around and that's cool. I'm here. Name's Dan if you want to need anything, help on anything. But there are some specialists too. Just, I'm here. Don't have to worry about me, but in case you did need something, let me know. That tone says, go do your thing. I'm assuming you're here for something that you know what you want, but I'm here in case you need any help. It's a detached tone, but that's critical to sell in today's economy. You have to be detached, right? And so tone, there's an area of the brain called the amygdala. It's the anterior part of the limbic center, which is the emotional center. It is the quarterback of the decision-making part of the brain. Why that's important is because your prospects, anybody you're speaking to, whether it be on video, whether it be in a talk, or a group talk, or whether it be one-on-one, their amygdala is detecting your tone, and by default, it's actually measuring what the intention are. It's literally going through the Rolodex saying, what is the intention this person has? Are they an expert? Do I feel like they have my solution that I need? Do I feel like they're trustworthy enough? Like they're not just trying to sell me something. They have my best interest. They care. All these things. They're empathetic. Tone is what determines the intention behind the communication or the person. I've gotten some calls lately and I don't ever answer them, but I try not to. Sometimes recently I feel like I have, because they're getting tricky with the numbers, right? The telemarketers, it's like a local number. So you're like, who do I know? Do I know this person? And I'll get on conversations or I'll answer it. And they may have me for a moment and then they start to go scripted. They sound scripted. If you're scripted, you're done. Your tone is so scripted, it's canned. They're saying no, they don't. They have a script and an agenda, not a care and a compassion and an empathy. So when you nail your tone, I teach our clients, we do a tone triad. You can change tone. I'm a consultant for companies, coming them in, helping their salespeople sell, all by teaching them tonality. Actually, the other thing we've seen is that research shows there were 2 major things that when they put AI technology on millions of sales calls, 2 major things determine whether or not somebody bought or not. And that was number 1 was the salesperson actually spoke 44% less. And number 2, their tonality of voice. The top TED Talks in the world, vocal variety was the determinant or a main factor in the top TED Talks. Guys, I can't make this up. Your brain is wired for tone. It's detecting tone no matter if you think about it or not. It's unintentional. It's subconscious. So change your tone, change your world. You cannot change any of the words you're saying. You change your tone, you change your world. So Jesus had great tone. Stop using the world's ways. If you're a believer, use Jesus' ways. And part of the thing that he was so great at was tone at the right time. And so this can change. You can change. You must be intentional about it. This is the 4th pillar in our, in our Jesus model of sales and influence. This is the 4th pillar, and it's called tone. And when you change it, everything changes. God bless. Take this one to the bank.